Welcome back to the Upville. We get into our Upville conversations today with an artist that has been releasing music for quite some time in his mother tongue, in Chewa. And today apparently is his birthday. Happy birthday, Molto.
Aku ziko mukwambiri.
Nafuna
kamba same to you.
That would have been the most awkward thing to happen on the show. But happy birthday!
Yes, thank you so much, bro.
Apa so birthday abuela, tiembegeza
awe izabwera.
Tiembegeza.
Izabwe awe yo ikariko tikaribana ku.
We want, if anybody has got any reason why they should not
Mpampepo bana.
Ndito nifunga nikugwire chibara goma. Chokonderesa makamaka kuti makoza kufika pano takoza kumpasa nimpata.
Akuru. Kutipasa mpata mine ndingoti aziko mukwambiri ndiyamikira chifukwa nthawi zina umapezeka kuti munthu kupasa mpata momwe mwandipasira pano chimakhala chokangako ngakhale kuti ngati ndiwe pachingereza mati artist ndipo so uliko ngati uli
wazeze ndimtolero
icho so no, for you to be given such an opportunity, it's really something that's it's quite rare. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and I just thank Diamond TV and the Upville Squad for this opportunity.
Shout out. So this is my birthday gift to you because we are having you on your birthday.
Cool.
You know, and you just dropped brand new music on your birthday, but we're going to get into that a little later on. I want to start off with it being a while since you released new music, or you put out something, and we want to know what inspired you to come back now, and how's the sound evolved during this period that you've been away.
Okay, so I think from the time that I kind of like went on a break, I think I had some self-discovery thing, you know, like I was with Explode Plus, so there was that time whereby we kind of like
with the X, right?
Yeah, Explode with the X.
Yeah.
So the contract kind of like ended. So after that period, it was now a thing of, you know, like a thing about when you're used to being given things freely. You're like, Monte, you just go, no, Monte is supposed to go to this station, boom, you go. Monte is supposed to release this music. That's the only thing you're just being told. But you finding your own ground whereby you have to learn how to, okay, I'm going to do this. I need to put out this song. You put out your calendar. I'm going to release this thing. After this song, I'm going to put out this. I need to go for the interviews and whatnot. I need to put my own release rollouts and whatnot. Like when that now hits, you're like, okay, cool, this is really pretty much harder than I thought. So I had to stay back and just try to figure things out, and then get to see how I'm going to pretty much just find my own ground, so that when I start releasing music, I think it will be a consistent thing that I'm going to do. So I think I had that whole year just me planning and just seeing how I'm gonna do it. So right now I think I can safely say I'm getting there. I haven't yet figured out everything, but I'm getting there, and I think I've kind of like gotten the pachingereza kuligomamati niche niche. So just people accepting my sound as well. I think that was your question. People accepting the sound. It's pretty much not easy because it's something pretty much just from the looks. When the person looks at me, it's like, okay, cool, probably they are going to be, you know, the Kalindula vibe type of thing. And exactly. So yeah, I think in a way or another, it's kind of like a bad thing for me, but it's good because people usually, when I was at this event, so I usually give a lot of examples because of my teaching thing. So you get to find that when a person looks at me, they don't know my songs, they'll just figure out, we did the Gospel Hip Hop Fest with the Mag 44 and whatnot. We did the Gospel Hip Hop Fest, and then they were like, I like that guy who was dressed in a hat and whatnot. That was the description of me. Because they never, so it's like, if a person doesn't know me, they'll know how I look. If they don't, this is the thing. When a person looks at me and I haven't done anything, even rapped or whatnot, they usually get to think like, I don't know if he's even good. This, you know, the fingers crossed, please be good. You know, that kind of thing. So I think that's what gets to be the thing. So the only thing that I just request from people before they listen to me, I'm like, just give me some time, just a minute, just spare me a minute to listen to what I can put on the table, and then from there the rest gets to be history. And I love it that many people who've listened to me, they kind of like feel in love. Even those who can't understand what I'm saying, they're just like, this is dope. I don't know what you're saying, but I like this. I think I've had a number of those even on my page. Just find like, bro, I'm coming from this country, I can't get whatever you're saying, but you sound good. I just wish if I could understand what you're saying. And that's pretty much more like a blessing for me, and it's just, I don't know.
Is this why you've started incorporating lyrics in your videos, because of the same language barrier?
So I was motivated by your twin brother. Oh, sorry.
We're doing that. No, I think you should continue.
And I've been one of the persons who've been like, bruh, you look alike with this person. Anyways, away from that. So
no, tiza tika.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I was like, Tio has been one of the persons who've been incorporating lyrics, and I usually watch a lot of reactions. So there are people who love what he's doing, I like pretty much love what Zambian music is all about, but they just can't get what we're talking about. And I feel like me being a Christian artist, I feel like when I incorporate the lyrics, it's easy for me to get to a larger audience and speak to unlike just the cadences, the rhymes, the metaphors, you know, apart from all that, we need to, what are you talking about exactly? What's the lyrical content and whatnot? So that's what even made me to be like, okay, I can be all this. You are rapping, you've got all the technicalities of rap, but people need to get what you're saying and what are you talking about if you can just rap all this and whatnot. So I thought like, let me try to, because most of my lyrics, this is something that people haven't really asked me about. Like most of my lyrics are not really straightforward to an extent. I poetically put some words whereby for you to understand what I'd said, you need to ask me the context in which I was writing that from. Yeah, because when you just like read it, you won't get it. So those are the troubles that I usually get to have when I'm writing the lyrics because I usually edit my own videos. So it's that thing whereby like, how am I going to put this so that people get to understand, because they're translating from Chichewa to English, and there are some of the words whereby it's one word in Chichewa, but in English it's a whole sentence. Yeah, so it's like, how am I going to dilute that but still get to have the same message or the same context that I was writing this from? I think that's the only trouble, but that's been the key. So just making people understand.
So now about it, don't you think it would be easier for you to just make it easier? Like if you're saying you have a tough time like trying to break it down, don't you think Zizankara Bwinongati it's easier?
Rephrase that. I think simplify.
Sorry. But you've said you have like a tough time trying to break it down so that people can be able to understand, because you're the only one who you need to explain it, and when you're putting it down, isn't it just way easier for you to just make it simpler?
Simple. Okay, I get. Now the thing is this: when you are writing, right? You're a writer. When you are writing something, I don't know where these ideas come from, but it just gets to be dropped.
Yeah.
And it's really, it comes out so authentic when you put it the way it came, and like you trying to dilute it into into something that will, you know, that thing whereby I think Jesus, when he was with the disciples, that's the only time that he used to simplify what he was saying in the midst of everyone. So like when we're speaking Padi Wantwambi, he used to use some of these words because that's the only way that you need to go back, get your Bibles and whatnot. I don't want to be spoon-feeding people, but we need to go back and also read the word and then get to understand. I think some of the things is like you can get to understand what a person had said after you've experienced something or after you've read somewhere, and probably after you've probably watched them explain or break down a song. You'll be like, oh, this is what he meant on this song. I think if we get to be simplifying the lyrics as artists, which means we'll be removing the artistic aspect of everything. It's like, even with the paintings, I think I'm speaking a lot. Even with the paintings, even with the paintings, you find that an artist just dribbled or just poured some paint. Yeah. then you'll be like, this car painting is being auctioned for this amount of money. I'm like, bruh, this guy just dropped some paint there. But when you get to hear the whole message, it's like it accumulates to that value in which it's being sold at. So I feel like that's what my music carry with it as well. Like I don't need to dilute everything, because when I do that, nishi murije juu somewhere.
Okay. So now let's talk about the recent single that you dropped. It's called Road to Be Remembered. First off, I want to start with, it's a yes or no question.
Sure.
It should be the third installment in the Be Remembered series. Fourth, right?
Yeah.
The first one is Be Remembered.
Be Remembered 1.
And then there's part 2.
And then there's
part 2 is the 10-minute one, isn't it?
I think that's the part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah.
With the multiple points and everything. So yours is part 4.
Mine is part 4. Then there's a part 5. So this is the road to be remembered. So this is the thing that we had with Musenga. Shout outs to Color Culture. So I was speaking with him. I was like, bruh, I had a lot to say in the Be Remembered song. But it was pretty much long.
It was 1 minute. It's now 1 minute 18 seconds.
No, I mean, yeah. So that's that. This one we have got 1 minute
30 something. I think.
Yeah, 30 something seconds. But that one, I was like, bruh, I've got a lot of things that I need to say on this beat and whatnot. And shout outs to Legend Son, bruh. That guy is yo. So yeah, we had all that, and I was like, can you just give me this song? I own it, and then I get to add my stuff to it. Then I was like, well and good, you can go ahead. So he gave me that, and then I managed to work around it, and then I've got the road to be remembered. So this is a quick thing. I was walking, I was at KNB Records, so I was moving, and then I was like, cool. Let me. You know the thing about listening to music, eh?
Yeah.
And then the Be Remembered came on, the official song, not the
first song, the Legacy to Be Remembered.
Yeah. So that one came on, and I was like, yo, after that song we had recorded something else again with Musenga. There's Luhila as well. She's an amazing vocalist. Yeah. So we had Luhila and TCM Green and Messenger as well. Musenga. Formally.
For context, formally. Messenger Musenga is now. Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, guys, I've got this song. So I had my 2 verses on it, and then Musenga came on with his 2 poems. It's 3 minutes long, and it's not like the way. Yeah. So so this one, it's pretty much a build up to the Be Remembered, my Be Remembered, which is Amikumbuki.
So wait, would we say, like, if we're telling a story, would we say this is part 1?
Yeah, so this is part 1. It's more like a road to be remembered. So part 1.
Because in Enima Ganza Maningi, Son the Ganza, no, this cannot be part 4.
Exactly.
This is part 1 because it's the road that takes us to be remembered.
Exactly.
But moving on, how have your fans reacted to this? I know you said it's your birthday and you're dropping the new music, and I saw a whole lot of people in the comment section. Happy birthday, and some are celebrating the new music. How have they reacted to the fact that you're back?
So I'd released Valleys. I think that was my first song after the whole silence and whatnot. Yeah, so I think from that one they were like, can we get a whole lot of this? Because like I wasn't rapping like because I had the Ambuye song and whatnot. So I was just like more into storytelling type of music.
Who did the vocals on Ambuye?
Ambuye.
I know you sang in it.
Yeah, so there is Salia Vubwi and Mr. K.
Oh yeah, I know about Salia. Mr. K is the one who I don't.
It's George actually. Yeah, George Mr. K.
You was that guy.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's really an amazing bro, because he did all the a cappella stuff that way. He did all those and
that part.
Bro.
Okay.
The whole thing, and I was like, bro. You know that I think about watching a person work, and then you're like, this is so great. So there's another song actually that we are doing together, and it's pretty much close to the same thing. But anyways, that's for the future.
Okay, now let's get into some behind the scenes of the production of Road to Be Remembered. You are in a, I don't know if it's in a, what can you call it, a field?
Yeah,
let's call it a field. But tell us about the behind the scenes of that. What went in it? What was the creative process behind it, and everything in that line?
Okay, so I think with this one, what I wanted to show pretty much it's the beauty in nature. I love nature personally, so I was like, how could it be like if you show, for example, a plain field with a person, which pretty much shows, I love the symbolism in stuff, whereby it shows the vast knowledge that's there, Pachado and whatnot, and you are there ready to cultivate on this plain field and whatnot. So that's pretty much what was on. So I just called my guys. I was like, bruh, let's go, we do this. So I had the idea. And you know, like a thing whereby you've got a certain idea, but sharing it to people and then you get to execute something like that. It's
completely different,
Exactly. So I was like, yo, this is what we're going to do, and you are the only one who's having the idea. So just tell him, okay, let's do this. Let's put it like this. Let's have the camera like this. Let's have, because for me, I was seeing it already done. Like, so when editing, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that. Then it's done. So yeah, that's pretty much the creative process that was there.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Now going forward, 2024. What else should we expect from you? EP, LP, album. What's coming from Molto Zambia?
All right, so I think right now it's more singles, but there'll be a project that will be coming pretty much very soon. It's we've got a title already. It's Diary of a Non-Believer. Yeah, me being found at KNB Records, I've met a lot of people who are so secular, and there are some of the stories that they've told, and why they wouldn't
come to church and everything like that.
So you get the gist.
Okay, all right. We're definitely looking forward to it. But all in all, thank you very much for joining us today on the show. A huge happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
I think to celebrate your birthday, muza koza kondisira ma crossbelt.
Nindana mafuniko pasam zake. Inimkalimana pan.
Enough is enough.
Ndimufuniko npasa. Apasoni zoziwa zapeza keke.
Keke is remembered. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. A huge happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much for the invite.